It's Local Edition. I'm Brad Pomerantz. Thank you so much for joining us. Our guest is Frankie Needles. He is a TV and radio personality. You hear him on radio, you hear him on television, Latin Urban Countdown. We'll talk about it in a moment. But Frankie is not forgetting about his roots, and he is very involved in an organization called the Boyle Heights Technology Youth Center. Speaking of technology, look at you, man, with your iPad right here in front of us.
Yes.
It's almost like a commercial, but anyway, talk to you about the Boyle Heights Tech Youth Center.
I mean, definitely, the Boyle Heights Tech Center is something that's very close to my heart because it's somewhere that, I mean, it's something that I could definitely relate to because growing up as a kid, I went to one of these youth centers where they actually help kids and just get through life and teach something else, like, which was, for me, was music, you understand?
Yeah, well, let's talk about that because so often, I mean, you hear the cliche, an idle mind is the devil's play. And as a result, you really want kids who are at risk to have somewhere to go so they don't get involved in gangs or whatever it is. So clearly, I mean, I have no idea your specific background, but you suggest...
I mean, I was born and raised in Washington Heights, New York City, so I mean, I could definitely relate. Not at all, not at all. But I mean, it's similar to Boyle Heights. So pretty much, I was one of those kids that needed that guidance. And actually, I went to music school. I mean, it wasn't as advanced as Boyle Heights is, where, I mean, they're actually a school. You could go there every day. Like, my school was only, you could go on Saturdays. But I mean, look at me here. I turned out pretty good. You
who would have thought?
Exactly. Like, who would have thought? Like, you're sounding like you know my mother or something. Like, I don't know.
Exactly.
So, I mean, pretty much for me to give back to these kids and go to the school and actually talk to them and show them that I'm a product that has come from one of these places, you understand, and that I've made it.
And let's talk about that because look, for the people that listen to your genre of music, they know you. I mean, you're it. And so when you walk into the Boyle Heights Tech Youth Center, I gotta think their eyes boing. You know, they hear your voice boing. I mean, that must be special not only for them but for you.
It's very special for me because I mean, it touches you in such a way that you will never know unless you're in that position. You understand? Like, I mean, I can talk about when I was a computer specialist and I built a computer lab for kids in an elementary school before the fame and all that. You understand? Now I'm a computer, like I'm
nerd.
I'm a nerd.
You would be both. At least I pretend
but I'm a nerd with swag. You understand?
Exactly. I like it.
I mean, I built that computer lab, and till this day, I get emails from them kids telling me that they're so blessed and they're so happy. So just for me to walk into Boyle Heights and after doing all of the stuff I've done on TV and radio, and for me to walk in there and them kids to be like, wow, you understand? And they really look up to me, and why not? Like, why not help those people? Because I remember when I was a kid and I needed that guidance. My father wasn't around. You understand? You need that guidance.
When you walk into the Boyle Heights Tech Youth Center, what am I going to see?
Well, you're going to see a bunch of kids that are eager to learn and just want to show the world that they got something to offer, you understand? And you will walk in that school and you will see a TV studio. You will see like, I'm not talking your regular, like a TV studio like this, like what we're in right now, CNN style. Okay, you will see a music production that, I mean, one of the singers from the Gap band, I believe it is, either the Gap, I don't want to mess it up, but it's one of those old school R&B groups, donated a whole bunch of equipment to the actual school and still goes there to this day and helps the kids out. So, I mean, I think it's from Earth, Wind & Fire, if I'm not correct. But
all great music.
Exactly, but they are just learning so much in that school. And not only is it for music and television and stuff like that, but they're also 9 through 12. And actually this year is when the first set of kids graduate. So it's real important for the school.
In our final moments, talk to me all about the Top 20 Latin Urban Countdown with Frankie Needles that airs in Los Angeles. Latino 96.3, 9 to 11 p.m., which by the way is down I live down the street from that station.
Okay, so there you go.
So I know it all. But tell me about your countdown.
I mean, I'm just blessed to be able to offer my community a countdown of the music we are used to listening to, how we grew up listening to English and Spanish music. So I just give them the best of the Latin and the urban music and just mix it all into one, speak English and Spanish, and we're syndicated throughout the country as the Top 20 Latin Urban Countdown with Frankie Needles, baby.
You're a good man. Good to meet you,
Yes, sir.
Stay
Likewise.
in touch. You bet. For Local Edition, I'm Brad Pomerantz. Thank you so much for watching.
As your business searches for smart ways to save, don't forget about the one that's right in front of you. Switch to the Charter Business Bundle and you can save big without sacrificing a thing. Get reliable business telephone and high-speed internet with local support and great features. Power your business with great savings starting today. It's easy to pay less and get more. Call now and make a switch to the Charter Business Bundle.